Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having the best day ever. If it is your first time here, my name is Valeria, and today we're going to be discussing the much debated topic of intelligence. So we definitely can't review everything that has ever been written on intelligence. Intelligence is a very broad topic, but we can absolutely go ahead and review the IQ, which I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about, and we're also going to discuss Gardner's concept of multiple intelligence. Alfred Binet was a French psychologist, and he thought that it was necessary to measure students' intelligence in order to write and develop a really effective curriculum and instructional plan for the students. So he went ahead and designed test questions and test problems on which a lot of different kids' answers could be revised and compared. So 1, the questions had to have right and wrong answers. There was no in between, so there were no open-ended questions. So 2, they were also meant to not be influenced by the child's environment and their past experiences. And 3, they were designed to assess for judgment and reasoning skills and not memory. So various kids of various ages were tested, and an average for each level or age was computed. Then the score was expressed in something called mental age. This would be the average age at which normal children achieved a particular score. For example, a child could test at a mental age of 4, regardless of their chronological and actual age. American psychologist Lewis Terman actually really appreciated this way of assessing intelligence, so he went ahead and took it upon himself to adapt the test questions to fit US schools. He also standardized the way that it was administered, and lastly, he went ahead and created age norms by giving the test basically to thousands of children. So in 1916, he went ahead and released the Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale. The results for this test were expressed in what we know as an IQ score, and an IQ score was composed in this way. Mental age divided by chronological age times 100. For example, a 5-year-old with a mental age of 5 would get a score of 100, and this was average. A child with a mental age lower than the chronological age would give you a score of less than 100, which would be below average. Likewise, a child with a mental age higher than their chronological age would give you a score that is over 100, which would be above average. Of course, since 1916, this test has gone through a lot of revisions, and now its range has actually gone on to extend to really young children, to older adults, to people that are impaired in some way, and even people that are gifted. So in actuality, your IQ score no longer consists of dividing the mental age by the chronological age and multiplying or anything like that. Now they just take your score and compare it to the score of other people that are your age, and 100 is still the average. Although the Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale is very popular, it is not the only test out there that measures an IQ score. There's actually a few, and another one is called the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale. So Howard Gardner actually proposed a theory of intelligence that expanded the definition of intelligence to things and skills that are not even measured by the IQ test. He theorized that different societies value different skills, and therefore only calling people who were good at the skills that our society, Western society, considered valuable skills was kind of unfair to the rest of the world. For example, in a society where sailing is really common and part of everyday life, navigational skills are really important. So somebody that has a really good sense of direction would probably be considered very smart by their community, as opposed to somebody in that community that just writes really good papers or does really good complex math. So according to Gardner's theory, there are 8 types of intelligence. Number 1, logical mathematical, the ability to manipulate abstract symbols. Number 2, linguistic, the ability to use language well. Number 3, naturalist, the ability to observe aspects of the natural environment carefully. Number 4, musical, ability to compose and understand music and concepts relating to music. Number 5, spatial, the ability to reason with in relation to space. Number 6, bodily kinesthetic, ability to plan and understand movement. Number 7, interpersonal, the ability to understand others. Number 8, intrapersonal, the ability to understand self. So as you can imagine, a lot of people have come to really appreciate this point of view on intelligence, because then it implies that even people who are not considered smart by the standards here are still smart, because essentially everybody is gifted in something. Yet the people who oppose this theory say that a lot of these different concepts have a slight overlap and therefore they're redundant and are all the same. Also, if everybody is gifted in their own way, who is to say that we should stop at 8? Wouldn't the list just go on and on and on? I mean, you name it, and you can argue that it requires a kind of skill that definitely should qualify you as being smart. In fact, researchers are now also exploring the idea of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is what helps people understand, regulate, and express emotions appropriately. So comment down below, do you see any value in assessing people's quote-unquote intelligence? Or do you think it's just an abstract concept that is different for everybody and we really shouldn't even try to measure it because you can't? Now, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you liked this video. I hope that it was helpful in some way, or at the very least entertaining. And thank you so much for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one.